Hello for everyone. Today we're going to talk about the historical context of the trade relationship between South Korea and Peru, and I'm going to talk about mainly about how this relationship has been created during the years. And for this, it's important to look at this story. Although they are far apart, the relationship began to grow in the late 20th century when South Korea became an industrial and technological power, and Peru opened its economy to international trade in 1990. A key moment was the free trade signing in 2011. This agreement reduced tariffs and strengthened trade and investment between both countries. As a result, Peru increases its exports to South Korea, mainly minerals, agriculture, and fishery products, which help economic growth and job creation. At the same time, South Korea exports technological vehicles and machinery to Peru, contributing to its modernization and productivity. In addition, South Korea has invested in infrastructure and innovation in Peru, strengthening its development. And this relationship is based on economic complementary and has had important impacts such as a trade growth, modernization, and stronger international cooperation.
Okay, so the next topic we're going to discuss is about the free trade agreement between Peru and South Korea and why it's important for both nations. So first, the free trade agreement started in 2011 and helped increase trade and investment in the two nations. Peru mainly exports minerals, energy resources, and agricultural products, while South Korea exports technology, vehicles, machinery, and electronic products. So this shows how both economies complement each other. However, this agreement is not only about trade, it also promotes technological cooperation and development. So, as you know, South Korea is known globally as a leader in innovation, especially in areas like robotics, AI, and clean energy, while Peru is an attractive partner because of its natural resources, um, their energy potential, and their young workforce. And because of this partnership, there are opportunities for investment in mining technology and renewable energies and education and infrastructure that could make possible that Peru modernize its economy and become more competitive globally. So in conclusion, this free trade agreement between Peru and South Korea is not just a commercial agreement, but also a strategic alliance that can create opportunities for economic growth, for innovation, and future development.
Talking about trade relations between South Korea and Latin America, we found these special commercial relationships. So Peru exports to South Korea mainly copper concentrates, leading the 32% of Korean imports. Also, Peru is a leader in lead concentrates that represents the 42% of South Korean imports. Peru is also a leader in zinc and molybdenum, between other products such as maize that can be imported to other nations. South Korea as well exports to Peru vehicles, auto parts, electronics, circuits, mobile phones, environmental goods, EVs, solar equipment, ICT technology supporting digital transformation. As we can say, these both economy are complementary because Peru provides Korea with essential raw materials for industry and clean energy, while Korea supplies Peru with advanced technology and manufactured goods. So both together they form a complete complementary and resilient trade partnership that strengthens both economies. As we can say, Korea FDI in Peru focus on mining. Also, they have a complementary trade, as I said, for raw materials versus technology.
Now we're going to discuss the economic impact and future opportunities between these two countries. The trade relationship between South Korea and Peru has strengthened since the Free Trade Agreement in 2011. Speaking in economic impacts, the trade between both countries has increased significantly. Peru exports natural resources like copper, fishery products, and machinery, while South Korea exports manufactured goods such as vehicles and electronics. This creates a complementary relationship that benefits both economies and supports economic growth. In future opportunities, Peru could diversify its exports by developing more value-added products, especially in agro industry. At the same time, South Korea can increase investments in technology, infrastructure, and renewable energy. Um, Overall, this relationship has a strong potential for sustainable growth and a deeper connection in the future. Thank you.